Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we are continuing our run playing as Russia, going for the Romanovs Laugh Last, and I would not say things are going overly well, but hopefully we'll be able to repair ourselves. Now, after the last one, I did move this 30 army to create a defensive line here over to Istanbul. The idea here is to continue to block the straits, so that Germany, although they can take this land, they will not be able to station any navy here. And then most of my navy is on its way to here. Let me make sure that that is still the case. Thank you, game. And we are going to guard the Black Sea like our life depends upon it, because frankly it does. That is the goal here. And then I have 48 troops along this tiny river. We're going to not call Ukraine into the war. That's the basic idea. France is going to fall, and we're just going to be in for the long haul. Our planes, I think this is all of our planes. We're going to kind of combine them together. The entire thing is in Belarus. So, yeah, basically. We just keep going on this. Actually, set it to 500. Tactical bomber, naval bomber, strategic bomber. Okay. So we have a few planes here, not a ton. I will admit to that. But we're going to move 500 of you to this airport. And we will have the rest. 538. Okay, we'll move 200 of you to this airport. And these we will move to this airport. And we only really have to guard Belarus. This is the strategy of... Oh, you're not deployed yet. Okay. All right. This is essentially the strategy of we're going to fight in this tiny area and hopefully make that work. We do have naval bombers. They need to go down to Crimea, and they will be over the Black Sea for naval. So hopefully that will wind up working itself out. Your strategic bomber? Okay. What is... Oh, they have not assigned a region. Okay. So this is the basic idea. We're going to have the close air support. I don't have any close air support, do I? Oh, here it is. 293 tactical bombers. Alright. So we're going to have that going. Now, we only have 31 factories, and we don't even have them all repaired yet. We're in a situation, for sure, and I don't know for sure that we're going to be able to hold, but we are going to do our absolute best. I am going to try to get an advisor before I worry about Scorched Earth. I'm hopeful that Germany will give us the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact and do the eastern portions. But right now we're repairing a bunch of the civilian factories and then building a bunch of railways to try to supply our two front lines against Germany, at which point we will then worry about the military factories there. I'm wanting to make sure that there were no additional factories getting destroyed by the resistance that is happening, and that has indeed happened. So let us get these civilian factories back online. We need civilian factories. This is probably a good time to mention... This should be going down, shouldn't it? Okay, so yeah, the resistance is going down in these places, but it was extremely high from the war. I've got my guys working on it, but it's going to take a little bit of time before they stop blowing things up, is what it is. Some of my videos have recently been claimed by copyright due to a song in here somewhere. I'm not really sure where it is, so right now I have music, should have music from the menu going over myself, but I don't actually have any music in my ear. It's a little bit weird to play it there. German foreign ministry has proposed a non-aggression pact between our two nations. This treaty will greatly increase our mutual trade, and an additional secret protocol suggests the division of Eastern Europe into German and Soviet spheres. Although the people in Berlin may not be trustworthy, this pact will allow us to deal with Finland, the Baltic states, and Romania without fear from outside interference. The eastern territories of Poland will also befall us in the event of a Polish collapse. That is... that collapse has happened. So we signed the treaty. Do we have to demand the territory? We need 80% war support. This was going to go up, right? 5, yeah. No, I don't think we have to right now. There we go. A toast to our German friends. I maybe should have read that. I thought it would just give us the land. I don't know where this is going. It is September 25th, 1939. We are only 33,000 guns in the hole, 3,000 support equipment in the hole, have no factories worth anything. You know, no problems. No problems at all. I don't think we need strategic bombers. We'll keep it going with heavy fighters and tactical bombers. Don't really think it's going to be enough anyway, but we're going to try. We're going to try some stuff here. We're going to build a radar station for starters. Build one there, build one here, and build one here. That will try to get the air aided a little bit. We'll see. We have 156 points. That is good. So what I'm going to do, I could get Alpha Volunteer only. We are losing manpower like crazy. But what I'm really wanting to do is this one, because it gives us the garrison penetration chance. It gives us the required garrisons down. It is a weekly manpower of 1,000. I'm going to do that one first, but we are in a bit of a spot that we have no manpower as Russia with only 903,000 men in the field. Again, we're not doing great. I will tell you that much. We are not doing great. But Germany is taking a little bit longer than I expected to try and get through France, although the game is running slow. It's been running slow for a bit. I think there may have been an update, or it may just be my computer. But this week, things are going a little bit slower than I really would like them to. Let's figure out what we can get on you. Cavalry and combined arms. No, I don't want either of those. Don't need any either of those. There we go. Germany has honored the pact. In accordance with the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, German forces evacuated eastern Poland, and our own troops have moved in to occupy the territory. That is excellent. So that gives us a non-aggression pact, correct? Oh, you're giving us stuff, too. Fantastic. So yes, they have a non-aggression pact with us through when? So September 22nd, 1940. They can't attack until then, I think. So that is good. I could move up the defensive line, trying to defend this line instead, but I think that's going to wind up being a larger line and having to deal with this, although we could defend in the mountains there. We shall see, but I think this is the better place to be, and so we're going to keep ourselves here. You can see the amount of people here that we have. There's very few guns, very few men. We have low supply. All of that stuff is a problem. In fact, we're losing guns down to 36,000. I could take this down from 27. That's a thing that could happen. We shall see. France is finally falling. So that's good for Germany. Again, I make no guarantee that this is going to be a successful run at this point in time. Why are you guys... Okay. You're there. This is supposed to have 24 and 24. Why is it 28 and 22 and 21? Where are the rest of your guys? Right here. Nope, nope. They're part of that army. Where are the rest of you? Over here. They're trying to get out. Okay. Okay. So they're not traveling across the railroad. They're just gonna go around by sea. Oh well. We should have plenty of time for them to get here. Let's see. We are working on the Romanov reconstruction, which will give us political power gain and weekly stability. Fantastic. After that, fall of Paris. France has capitulated. Uncertain times. We could get this one. That gives us another couple of advisors, which is not a bad thing. He's an okay advisor. Which one was that? That one, non-core manpower, plus 2.5%, recruitable population, plus 1. That's a really good one to have, and it would give us stability as well. It's not a bad one to go with. But that would give us stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the 70-day one. Recruitable population, 1%. Consumer goods factories, minus 3%. That's really good. Reforge the triple entente. Alright, westward bound. Okay. Sweden, Finland, Estonia, Lithuania, Latvian military dictatorate. We're not going to mess with that. Get a war goal against the German Reich, against Romania. We're not going to worry about that stuff yet. We could guarantee any of this stuff. That's not going to happen here. So I doubt we really need this. But we could try to get into the Allies with that, but we'll see. I want that one. Don't really think there's much of anything else down this route we need. That's a good one. But a lot of these are 70-day focuses. This is 35-day focus, but it would require political power at the end of it. Bringing the breakaways back into the fold. Don't need that at all. Don't need any of those either, frankly. Yeah, okay. Over here, this will all get eventually taken out, so we're just not going to deal with that. I know that they're good things, but we're just not going to deal with that. We can get developed Urals and another research thing, and probably with some decisions there to increase things. Yeah, let's develop the Urals, and then a research slot, and then we'll go with rebuild the nation and try and get that stuff. Meanwhile, we'll collect up some political power and try to increase our conscription law. The flight of Rudolf Hess. That is very interesting. Because we are still in that spot, and we're still losing infantry equipment every day. This is getting worse. I'm guessing from occupation? We're occupying the Poland there. Let's put this in local police force, for starters. Try to work with that. Hopefully that will increase things. I wish I could release nation, but I cannot. I could return... That's an interesting one. I could return the territory to Poland, but I think that that would require a bit of a problem there. So let's go ahead and rebuild the nation first. Our war-ravaged country must now be rebuilt. With propaganda campaigns, we can ensure every man, woman, child makes their contribution to the rebuilding effort. That will give us consumer goods factories reduction, as well as give us a modifier to construction speed, factory repair speed 25%. So that will help a little bit, although we're not repairing that many factories any longer. Let me make sure there aren't any civilian factories needing repaired down here. We'll worry about military factories repaired when we get to that point. But we've got to keep repairing these civilian factories. Because if I don't have my civilians, then nothing else comes of it. And I don't know how many of those that we're able to use because of the compliance we're at right now, but we need this. So hopefully it will work. We need Alright, so where is the Moscow decision? Hold Moscow is today. So that's completed here. Moscow shall remain ours. Despite the enemy onslaught, the defenders of Moscow have stood firm and held the enemy at bay. The invaders have bled themselves white on the defensive, paying a hefty price for every centimeter of ground taken. The tales of the heroes of Moscow will be remembered for generations to come. Moscow shall remain ours, and so we have that. We no longer need to demobilize. However, do we want to? We can't get to war economy. So at this point, the recruitable population is minus 3%. That is what is taking us down right now in terms of manpower, is the total mobilization. But until we can get to war economy instead of total mobilization, I don't want to go all the way down to partial mobilization, because that's 15% consumer goods factories reduction, but that is what is taking down our manpower at this moment in time. Because we have volunteer only at 1.5%, and then total mobilization is 3. So we actually have negative manpower. And even going to limited conscription is only going to add a little bit to that. So we need to get these... in fact, it may behoove us to go ahead and get... get whatever one was here that gave population... Yeah. We need to get this one next, reinstitute that, even though we're behind on research and things like that. We need to get that one going because, yeah, we have to get manpower. Because otherwise, that resistance to occupation will continue to grow and be a problem. It's going down here, it's going up in Poland, because we can't operate it. I do want to get the cavalry. That'll help a little bit. That will help a little bit. The idea was I would puppet some things, but we only got Ukraine. Could have done Romania. Should have. That was a misclick. Lots of things that I could have done very differently in this campaign. I will firmly admit to that. I'll be the first one to tell you that I could have done things very, very differently in this campaign. If we wind up having to do it again, probably if this fails, I won't do it again immediately. But if we wind up having to do it again eventually, I know plenty of things that I might do differently. Right now, we're going to reinstitute the Mekon. Back in the day, the oldest and most distinguished families ran the affairs of the state. This ensured that the elite was loyal to the state that they ran, and each new generation would be raised to the exacting standards of the old. We should reinstitute the system and secure our new regime. Gives us, again, consumer goods factories down 3%, but it gives us a recruitable population of 1, which will bring us up to 2.5%. With the 150 spent on the other one, that'll bring us up to 3.5%, and we will finally be going up in manpower, which is good. We are going up in guns, too. We're up to 19,000 down, about 20,000 down in guns. That's good. We need to get some support equipment eventually. But right now we're just dealing with supply and factories. We still have a lot of railroads that need built. before we can get to anything else. We'll figure that one out. We just have to get the resistance under control and get ourselves set up to give ourselves the best chance of defending that spot. And again, I don't know how much of these I was even able to use to begin with, but we're going to try to repair. It shouldn't take too long to repair those things, but every time we keep getting more that are destroyed, which is not fun. Our factory count, we have 70 civilian factories, which is okay, I guess. Damaged factories, way less than I thought it would be. All right, so the infantry equipment, we can upgrade that, which is splendid. Let's go ahead and do it, even though, you know, reduces things to begin with here. Okay, I've been told that getting this will not actually help. Its research speed goes up, but the amount of time it takes doesn't actually help with anything unless there's just nothing else you can click. I can increase the fighters. There's something to be said for doing that if I'm going to have so few. But right now I think we need to focus on infantry stuff first. That's really where we need to be. So I'm going to get this stuff, and I'm going to start with that done first. Do I even need the other? That's a question. This gives a soft attack. Probably is a good thing to get, but I don't actually know. Don't know how that works. Now, we're not going to worry about Navy. We're just going to try and do that by overwhelming numbers. And I don't know if there is anything down here that is being used. Okay, so no. Probably can adjust this a little bit. We don't need as many convoys being produced. At this exact moment in time, we do need some submarines. Make sure that they are in Crimea. Yes, they are. Good. So our Navy, strong though it may be, we're here in the Black Sea. We have all of our ships there, which is splendid. And I would like them to be strike force in the Black Sea. And I have no naval commander, so whoever you are, congratulations, you have command. And then I want you actually to go to the fleet. It's not just into Crimea. I want you in service as soon as you deploy. Although, admittedly, we don't have any manpower, so that won't work. We are at 166, so we are a little bit behind. Get to limited conscription. We can go to extensive conscription next. Can we? We cannot. Until we are at war. Okay. So now, we still don't have any manpower because the total mobilization is taking it away, but we do get weekly manpower of 2,500 from our advisor here, which is helping things. But once this goes, we will finally be collecting some manpower forward, which is good. I'm really stressed out about this. Truly don't think this is going to be that strong. Alright, so where are the other ones? Oh, they got to the sea and just decided to turn around. Fantastic. Good job, people. Splendid. Ugh. So, we are not making strategic bombers. We are making heavy fighters eventually. We're not making fighter fighters. We are going to make tactical bombers. So let's get that up, and then we're going to split it in two and increase both of them to 200 whenever they eventually get there. The Soviet Volunteer Group. With the war in China continuing, the Chinese Air Force has been stretched thin, trying to defend the airspace over China and provide air support for the fighting troops. He has launched a personal appeal to Vladimir III to send support in the form of a combined force of about 50 medium bombers and 100 fighters. We will not be doing any of that. No. No thanks. A, we're not Soviet. And B, no. Just no. So that's the speed my computer's going right now. Yay! I've been talking about gaming. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like. Please do comment. Please do subscribe down below. We are going to try to fight off the Germans. We will probably be unsuccessful, but we are giving it the best chance I think we have to make it work. We are once again down. That resistance is knocking us down pretty strongly right around here. And I don't have a third spy to try and deal with that, but we will figure that out in the next one. I'll see you then.